Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here with Rake and Profit over rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. I'm here with Roma the Roamer. We're in Oklahoma right now at the eBay to Amazon mastermind right here. We got about 25 people over at my good friend Ben's house. We got the pool, hot tub, talking eBay to Amazon, online arbitrage. But we're here with Avery right now. You've sold well into the 7 figures on Amazon over the last, how many years?
About 5-6 years now.
Yeah.
Man, time flies. 2018 was really like my first serious year, so I guess 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, today what we're gonna be talking about is listing on Amazon. Now, if you're a brand new Amazon seller, you might not be aware of this, but listing on Amazon Seller Central is slow. It's inefficient. They ask a lot of stupid questions like, hey, does your book, include explosives or batteries?
No, Amazon, my book does not have explosives in it.
Listing on Amazon Seller Central is very slow. So there's a lot of different companies and services out there, listing softwares that will help you to list faster. And the software that I use, and I might be a little biased because, Avery's my main man, but I'll tell you right now, it wasn't easy to switch me over. I list with Go2lister. This is Avery's service. You might have heard of it, Go2lister.com. You might have wondered, what is it? Is it worth it? Is Steve only talking about it because, he used to share a hot tub with Avery back in the day in Miami when we lived at the Icon?
And the ice bath too.
But I actually use Go2lister not only because Avery's my friend, because I really enjoy the software. There's a bunch of softwares out there. A lot of them are really good, but Go2lister is my favorite. And we're gonna talk about why. We're gonna talk about the pros. I'm gonna test him on some of the things and kind of hit you over the head with it. So for anyone thinking about getting a listing software, is it cool if I kind of just go at you?
Let's dive into it, man.
So let me ask you a question. Why Go2lister? There's a bunch of other listing softwares out there. And let's be honest, a lot of them are pretty good.
Yeah.
A lot of them are, I don't have anything bad to say about any of the other listing softwares.
Yes, I do, but we'll keep that aside. I wouldn't have created this if I would have thought that there was something perfect in the marketplace already. So a big driver for me was I thought there could be something better. I was just telling you kind of behind the scenes, I run restrictedinventory.com, and originally I was like, oh, making a listing software is super easy. I'm gonna make this listing software, and if somebody's restricted in a book, they can get the option to send it to me. And so originally I kind of made it like that. That was like the driving force. But then as I started creating it, I was like, we can make it faster. We can give better profit analytics. We can make the user interface better. I have a lot of students who sell on Amazon. We can make it simpler. A lot of my students were confused by using the other software. So I was like, we can really dumb this down and take away all the unnecessary buttons and make it very, very simple. We have a lot of the same students. And honestly, that was a huge driver for, if you look at the interface of Go2lister, it's very simple. And it's because our students, no offense to our students, but we have 70-plus-year-old students.
I need simple stuff. I'll be honest with you right now. Once you get anything,
he will be the
like,
first one to let me know.
Trust me.
If Go2lister is too complicated, I'll get a call from Steve. But what does this mean? And then we'll let the dumb it down a little bit, simplify. But no, that's the perfect software because I hate switching softwares too. Like I say, dumb it down, but let's be real. If you switch a software, it is the most painful thing to even find out where to click. So it's like we've streamlined it, so it's very obvious what to do.
So I do a lot of eBay to Amazon flipping. I don't do a lot of thrifting anymore. I don't do a lot of garage sales. I don't, really sell stuff around my house. I'm buying strictly from eBay to Amazon. I'm doing online arbitrage. When you came out with Go2lister, I wasn't doing books or thrifting and stuff. So the question is, I like it for E2A. What are your thoughts on booksellers, thrifters? And be honest, is it good for a thrifter?
Yeah, it's 100% the best for a thrifter, bookseller.
Not
to toot my own horn.
No, but why though?
It's just so fast. It is factually the fastest listing software that exists. If you stack a pile of books, you guys can go to Go2lister.com. Make sure to go through his link.
Well, we have a 30-day trial down below. So
just
check
watch the video on that main page. And there's a video that shows me with a stack of books this tall, and I show you how fast you can.
That was in my garage. We recorded that video, right?
Yep. So go check that out. And I mean, there's no software that allows you to scan faster than Amazon gives a response. So Go2lister allows you to scan, and it queues up your scans. Not to overcomplicate it, but you can basically scan as fast as you want. And even if Amazon's response time is slow, our software will allow you to keep scanning because. You know me, I'm ADD, I want to keep going. And when I was selling books years ago, I was in the Northeast.
Yeah.
And I would have to lug all my books up to an Airbnb, slow Wi-Fi, and I would scan the book. I was using another software at the time. I would scan the book and it would circle to give me the effing SKU, and it would take like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I didn't know if it was a slow Wi-Fi, but a lot of times it's just because Amazon gives a slow response. So I actually developed this method back in the day called the 10x listing method.
I remember that.
Where I would pull my phone out and I would scan all the books into my phone, and then I would send the ISBNs to my overseas assistant. They would copy and paste them into the software I was using, and then we would make the shipment. But with Go2lister, what you can do is you can just scan as fast as you want. So there's no need to scan them into your phone or do any complicated stuff, because you can simply scan them, list them, and get them out the door.
Did you think of that idea?
You know what? You want to actually know how it happened?
Yeah, I do.
So,
and you guys just have to try. I actually don't use this feature because I don't need to, because I do one-off E2A.
Yeah.
So, but for booksellers, it's crazy. I'm actually
this is actually how it happened. So you know Scoutly?
Yeah.
And Scout IQ.
Yeah.
2 softwares. Before I converted to Scout IQ, I was using Scoutly. At the time, it was called FBA Scan. And there was one thing I really liked about it. It had this glitch. It was a glitch in the system, but you could scan books with your Bluetooth scanner in a thrift store. And what would happen is it would glitch up. And whenever it glitched up, I could scan as many books as I wanted to. And what would happen is it would queue them up. and it was an...
I remember you telling me this story a while ago.
So whenever the glitch would happen, I could scan 5 times as fast. I was like, oh, the glitch happened, something would happen on the screen, and I would just scan like 10 books in a row.
That's funny.
And then it would process all of them in 1 second.
Yeah.
And if it was a reject noise, I would just hear da-da-da-da-da-da, like 10 times, like really fast, like in 1 second. And if I heard one cache noise, I knew that at least one of those 10 books I just scanned was good.
Yeah.
And so when I made Go2lister, actually, I recommended to other softwares out there. I was like, hey, you guys should do this. You guys should allow us to scan as fast as we want. And then, like, people who are my friends, I'm not gonna like say their names, but they're like,
Avery, that's way too complicated. It's never gonna happen, blah, blah, blah.
fast forward a few years, and now
Dude, it's genius. So like, I'm being transparent. I don't use it because I'm doing like I use my E2A master sheet, so it's not, there's no use for it. But if I was selling books, it's crazy. Think of it, if you have a stack of books, you could scan 20 in a row in 20 seconds, and it'll literally list every single one, right?
Exactly.
And the label comes out every single time as well.
And I don't recommend doing 20 at a time. I recommend doing 5 to 10, because if you do 20, there might be 1 or 2 that have like a small error, and it can get really complicated. So when I first created the software, I was like, oh great, I can get 100 books and scan all of them and not even look at the screen. What I recommend people do is scan 5, list 5, scan 5, list 5. And whoever signs up for the free trial will send you a step-by-step tutorial that shows you my favorite flow, which is 5 and 5. So
can you use this software with new and used items?
New, used, any item that exists on Amazon, you can use it.
What about if someone's a merchant fulfilled seller versus FBA?
You can MF with it. I do it for my wholesale business, my OA friends, wholesale friends, literally. Like, I honestly think at scale, I do think that we're gonna be more of like, I think we're super optimized for booksellers.
Yeah.
I'm a bookseller. I've been in the bookseller the last 5 years. I think bookselling is a very complicated workflow, and we've optimized for it.
Yeah.
But I think at scale, I think it's gonna be more of a wholesale software.
Yeah, I think, like, can I give my honest opinion of Go2lister? I think Go2lister is best for booksellers right now.
Yeah.
For thrifters.
I agree.
The reason I use it is because I don't deal with items. Do you guys have expiration dates now?
We do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because there was someone here talking like, oh, there's no expiration dates.
I just never replied to her comment in the Facebook group.
Oh,
but we
okay.
do. Yeah, I need to sit down
Is
and
that the
show
need?
her. Yeah, I think you have to turn it on in
love it.
settings. You know, it was Diane.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Diane, Reselling Freedom. But I think it's best for, my honest opinion, I think Go2lister, it works great for OA, but I think you're like 3 months away from being like incredible. That's my honest opinion.
Yeah.
Because there's just a couple little tweaks that you could make, but I think it's the best for book selling right now. And I'm OA, I use it right now. Now, obviously, to be transparent, I am an affiliate and whatnot, but I could use something else if I wanted to, but I use it and it works great.
And the good news is our developer is an Amazon seller. So I'm a bookseller. I'm the one that came up with the ideas for it, but our developer is an online arbitrage and wholesaler. So he understands the flow that's needed for those two. So like, I use it for my wholesale business. I use it for my online arbitrage, but he says like there's a few things that we need to tweak and we're going to take over.
But let me tell you something really, really good. And because I want this to be an honest, like I want to give my honest feedback. I'm not on here to kiss you know what. I want to tell you the good, the bad. Something that I don't know if he didn't invent it, but I was trying to set up a software called Box T. Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
I believe it's by ScanPower. Big shout out to Chris Green. I love Chris Green. Actually, he has a new book coming out, Pickin' Book. Go check out Chris Green, by the way. But I couldn't figure out how to get Box T set up. This is a software that allows you to be able to deal with split shipments.
Yeah.
Who here has ever, sent out a shipment and it's like, it gets split up into like 7 different ways. So annoying. Like, remember back to me being special, not that, like things need to be simple for me?
Yeah.
Too complicated. tell them what you just created. This just got released a month ago.
Yeah, the box contents.
You already know.
Yeah, so if you get split shipments, we're not going to prevent split shipments. We're not going to eliminate them, but what we're going to allow you to do is not have to worry about them. So if you get 3 different destinations, that's fine. You can scan the book afterwards and it tells you exactly what box to go into. And it's just a really simple, easy flow. So if you guys sign up for Go2lister and you want the box content video, it'll be sent to you automatically. But also make sure you're in our Facebook group too, because our Facebook group shares all the techniques. There's different strategies you can use to optimize. But if you live in a part of the country like California or somewhere that gets a lot of splits, you don't have to worry about, canceling shipments, all that. We have a very simple flow you can
Dude,
use.
I'm gonna so right now, based on what I pay my person who comes to my garage, you guys have probably seen I have a guy who comes to my garage, there's a guy who shows up to my garage and preps all my stuff. I'm gonna be able to literally pay him for free now because the cost that I had to pay, because I use inventory placement for everything.
Yep.
'cause I don't have a,
that's a great point.
It's gonna eliminate that whole entire
Have you
cost.
trained him on that yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Like I've started
Let
to
me
get
know
into
after
it,
he's
but
trained.
We've had conversations. He's been pushing me to do box contents. I'm just so comfortable, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna literally eliminate that cost.
Steve's gonna save 30 cents per item.
Yeah.
So for every 1,000 items you were shipping out, you were paying $300.
Yeah.
And what he's saying is that instead of paying Amazon that $300, he's gonna pay someone $300 to prep it for
Yeah.
him because Go2lister is allowing him to enter box contents.
Yeah.
So
what I really like is it's fast. I don't use the speed mode because again, I'm not thrifting anymore. I like that it's simple.
But why are you going slow? What you're doing is you're taking the item.
Because I have my master sheet
you're
built out.
entering the buy cost. You're
Yeah.
tracking your profit, which is something else Go2lister does. Is Steve likes to track his profits meticulously, and while you might not be blown away by our profit analytics now, we tell you your gross profit. So Steve's sales, I look in there every once in a while. I can only see Steve's account because he gives me access. to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to look at all your products. So Steve does like 70K in sales now, right?
Well, I've been tanking a little bit because now I'm literally living at a hotel and
Okay,
they won't let me
50
in my
let's
house.
just say 50K
Yeah, I'm at like
in sales.
59 now.
And we can see he's doing 16 to 20 in profit, whatever it is, because all of his buy costs are entered. So he's able to see how profitable he truly is. But dude, I promise you,
Yeah.
give it 2 months, man.
Yeah.
We are working on some
Well,
exciting
you've made so
stuff.
many. I want to give a big shout out. Can I shout out Dom?
Yeah,
Hey,
100%.
Dom, if you're watching, the developer for this, man, Dom's
Dom's an Amazon seller. I'm an Amazon seller. Honestly, guys, it's hard these days to keep selling on Amazon. Like our Amazon businesses are still flourishing. Like I'm getting mine back up and running. Anyone who knows my story, I've been through a lot the last few months.
I got a car in my house. You got suspended.
But my point is, me and Dom are putting like 10-hour days in this software. And so
Yeah.
what you guys are about to see over the next few months, we have so much in store. And not to like price threaten anybody out there, but the price will be going up eventually. Like I think we're the best software in a lot of ways right now. But as time goes on, we're really gonna offer some cool things for you guys and the price will go up. So everyone who gets in now, the price is gonna remain, we're never gonna raise the price on you. Whatever you pay today, whatever the price is below,
Yeah.
you're gonna get locked in at that price forever.
You know what I liked about Go2lister?
What's that?
So I use a Rollo printer.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what you guys have, something called Q Tray. When
Yeah,
you sign up for it,
QZ Tray.
yeah, Dom knows all about this. But when you log up, sign up for Go2lister, they've got some extension or something that links up your printer, and I was up and running in like 5 seconds. I used other, softwares and different things, like in just all different areas, and sometimes it's really hard to integrate and set up and whatnot. It was quick. Yeah, very, very quick.
And 6 or 7 days a week, every weekday, we have customer service. So if you're technically challenged like myself, even when I get new softwares, I'm just like, I hate it, dude. I'm using Be Cool right now.
Yeah.
Who knows, maybe in the future I'll be a big Be Cool fan, but I just hate learning the new small things. So in the bottom right-hand corner of Go2lister, there's always a live chat agent you can use at any time. If you message it, it's not a robot. It's a live
Dude, it's
person.
AI.
It's a live person on our team, and they
I'm
will
not buying it.
they'll
No, I'm
walk
just
you through it. So I wish my AI was that good. It'd save me some money.
At the end of the day, guys, like this is sounding like a sales pitch. I'm not trying to make it sound like that, but I use Go2lister. I think it's fantastic. At the end of the day, just get yourself a listing software. But I think Go2lister
And give me your feedback, guys.
fast.
I'm very harsh. Any service in the Amazon community,
sucks,
I
dude.
don't like. You know me. I will call you out on Instagram. If you're a bad service in the Amazon community, I'll call you. Call me out if you don't think it's perfect. Come to me, call me out on social media, whatever. I don't care.
I mean, at the end of the day, guys, get yourself a listing software, whatever it is. That's my opinion. I know you're going to say differently. Get yourself a listing software, and you're going to be going through issues. It's just, that's how it is on Amazon. But get behind people, and that's why I stand up for Avery. Is Avery perfect? Does Avery make mistakes? Yes. Do I make a million mistakes? Yes. But he cares, I'm telling you right now, and he wants to see you succeed. And I know his developer So give it a shot. We have a 30-day trial down below. At the end of the day, get a listing software, buy more good inventory, list more good inventory, send more good inventory in, and I mean, that's the name of the game, man.
And one bonus for any eBay to Amazon people or OA people in general, and this might help thrift people, but probably more so those first two, is we now have a Replen sheet. So everyone who gets a free trial, you're gonna get this sheet. When I say replenish, I mean—
Did you tell me this already?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's slightly different than what your software does.
Oh,
what this
okay.
does is it looks at your existing inventory that's already sold based on Go2lister sales report. You can download 2 files from Go2lister, upload them to this spreadsheet, and it tells you exactly what items you do not have a 30-day supply of. So the way Amazon works is you have all these ASINs. You have, I don't know, 200, 300 ASINs.
And I have 2,000.
2,000, really? So you have, most OA people have like 30 to 50 really.
I'm doing one-offs with eBay.
Yeah. So most people have like these really good ASINs, 30 to 50. What we do is we tell you, hey, you don't have a 30-day supply of this one ASIN. We should try it on your account and just see how many pop up. But this spreadsheet tells you what you need to buy more of based on what has sold profitably on your account.
How is that different than, doesn't Amazon have a report for that? Something like that?
Amazon's
so hard to find.
Amazon wants you, that's a beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, I know.
Amazon wants you to replenish things they want you to replenish.
Oh.
If they have too many sellers selling something, they're not gonna tell you to replenish.
Yeah.
They're selfish. They want you to replenish things that they don't have enough of.
Yeah.
So the difference with this is we want you to replenish items that are making you profit. Amazon wants you to replenish any item, even if it lost you money. They're going to tell you to buy more of it, you know? So this is slightly different. It's a very simple spreadsheet.
You got a 100% return rate on it, but just keep sending it to us.
Exactly. So this tells you, hey, you made profit on it, buy more. That's called the Replen sheet. Very different than what Steve does. I think we need to I think we have different definitions of Replen, because when you look for a Replen,
We're different models.
You're looking for a Replen on the front end. With my model and with Go2lister, I'm saying every item you've ever sold has potential to be a Replen.
Yeah.
So run it through this report, see if you can buy more of it. And if you can, you know, you're gonna make more money.
The name of the game at the end of the day, buy more products, list them as fast as you possibly can, sell the crap out of them and replenish them. List, ship, sell them, replenish. That's it. And people look at do you ever have people look at you like, oh, you're doing 100 grand a month. They like bow down to you like you're special. You're just finding more replens, you're just spending more, you're listing more, you're shipping more. That's the name of the game. Don't bow down to us or anybody, right? You can do it. You just have to find ways to make more money, get more cash flow, buy items with good ROI, good profit, list fast as you know what, and that's it.
100%.
So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this honest video. Maybe we'll do an update, man, in like 4 months, right? We'll see if you could.
Dom's gonna put a timeline on the website soon. I'm
gonna get him butthurt after saying 3 months until the OA sellers will be happy.
Yeah, he's gonna
kill me.
Put a timeline on the website. I'm like, dude, if you want to do that, we can, but that's gonna put you under pressure, and I'm all for that. So
it's good. I'm happy with it. But yeah, with that being said, guys, check out Go2lister, 30-day free trial down below. Any constructive feedback or anything, let us know. But with that being said, much love.
Peace.